Hello, folks. Welcome back. We know you love that intro. We're going to give it to you every single week. And since I failed to mention it last week, we are going to try to make this a weekly show. We might have some fuzziness around the edges, depending. Apparently, some of these folks are busy in their careers and whatnot. But we're going to try to have Lawyers and Dragons go on a pretty much weekly basis. So with that said, welcome back, everyone. We've got cliffhangers. We've got everything set up. David, Prototopics, GM, DM, and everything in between. I hand over the reins to you.
I take those reins, Rick. Thank you. Everybody, we're getting right back into where we had a great time. Great first session last week. We met our new party. We met their characters. We heard barely anything about their backstories. But we know that they were traveling to this city of Va Elunor to witness a tree binding ceremony. There are these magical trees, and every centennial, every 100 years, they perform a magical ritual that basically reconnects the world to the magic that are given off by these trees. And so you guys made your way there. You dealt with a couple of bandits along the way that tried to rob you on the road. And so here we find ourselves standing here looking up at this tree as they're performing this tree binding ceremony. And all of a sudden, a ball of fire appears in the sky, which descends on top of that tree, igniting it very quickly. And falling from the sky out of this ball of fire seems to be somebody that's wearing a thick, heavy armor plate armor. It's black in nature. And as this person descends and lands on the ground, you see that they're, as I said, wearing very thick armor with a helmet completely covering their face. And they're wielding a gigantic sword. And that is exactly where we left off. So before we continue from that place, I'd like to know where all of you were standing once again. So going around, I believe Nobody and Gimlet were close to the front. Ghostblade was towards the back, and Limea was kind of in the middle. Isn't that right?
That's right. Gimlet had separated from me because he doesn't like hanging out for some reason that I can't understand. But we're closer towards the now flaming tree.
And so all of you have seen this. All of you see as the tree catches fire. Now, it's not completely burned down. It just ignited. It would take time for this whole tree to burn down. You'll see that the people that were in the front channeling the ceremony are running around frantically trying to cast spells to put it out. And that person in the suit of armor raises their weapon, turns, and begins attacking all of those people wearing cloaks.
Oh, no.
So I'd like all of you to go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, all right. We can do that.
And for all of the people watching now, you'll notice that the rolls are going to be coming up on screen, which is really kind of cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I nailed that one. I'm vaguely aware that I'm here.
Ooh, all right. Ghostblade coming in with a 24.
That sounds right.
Okay. So as you guys look around, you'll see everything that I just described up in the front. This big knight, it seems to be just kind of cutting through all of these, I'll say, priests of sorts. You don't exactly know who they are. You just know that they're the ones channeling the ceremony. And he's making it his business to go and just take all of these guys down. They are putting up a fight. But as you all look around, most of you will notice that there's a building nearby that a little bit of fire debris from the sky has fallen atop of, and that building seems to be catching fire. To the center, you'll notice that the people seem to be getting attacked by something, but you can't tell exactly what it is. And specifically Ghostblade alone, you'll notice that there seems to be something running through the crowd with a big bag on its back. And what we're going to do here, because we have a very unique situation, is I'm going to have everybody roll initiative now, and then that's going to be the order that we are going to take turns in. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, we can do that. All right, 18. 18. Nobody's ready to go.
Mine was a 4.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
morning.
sure
No one
the
has
shut up on the
initiative.
I'm doing slightly better, but not much.
No one exactly wants to face this person or
What am I,
thing or
nobody?
entity.
I'm not sure that Gimlet knows is here yet.
What was Gimlet's initiative?
Didn't it come up? It was a 6.
6. And what's Ghostblade? Lumber loss.
11.
Oh, it's not showing up on your dice.
Yeah, I got to refresh it, it looks like.
David just has to do about 600 things at once. It's all good.
It's got a mind of its own. All right. So at the top of the initiative here, nobody. There is panic running around. There are people, as I just described, there's something attacking the people in the main crowd, but you haven't really gotten a view on it. There is smoke everywhere. There's chaos going up in the all the way in the front by the tree. You just saw a little bit of fire hit a building off to the side. What do you do?
Whose turn is it?
Nobody.
Wait, hang on. Nobody
Yeah,
or nobody?
That's not going to be confusing at all.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Cue the elevator music.
I think I want to go approach the guy with the black armor.
Okay. At what kind of speed are you approaching? Are you running up?
It seems
Are
pretty
you...
urgent. I'm going to run up.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. I think 4 is going to do it, right?
Okay, so you do not see it coming as you charge up and run up a very small flight of stairs. You just feel yourself impact, boom, on this magical barrier that is covering the base of the tree.
Oh.
So you can't get up to even attack the guy in the suit of armor yet.
Smacked into a
Nobody
force field.
became a child running into a glass door.
I was very eager to get up there, Lumber Loss.
It was a friend.
Too eager.
It was a friend. Nobody is your friend. Oh God. Okay.
All right, so am I still up, or I smacked into a force field? So what do we do now?
You would have not used your entire turn to do that. You wouldn't have gotten very far at all since you were already close to the front. So you still have the rest of your turn. I would consider that as part of your movement.
Okay.
So now, as you turn back around, you see that there are the people in the crowd that are dealing with combat of some sort, and then over in the distance, there is a building that is on fire. What do you go to?
Okay, well, if I still have move, I'd approach the people that are in the crowd fighting with something that we can't see.
Okay. As you move into the crowd, you move closer, and you're going to see that almost like a shadow of these people is emerging, appearing next to them, and then attacking them. And it's not swinging upon them. It's like a shadow silhouette of them appearing. And it just seems to be draining them of energy. And you see a siphon of energy being drawn towards these shadows.
Well, that's pretty intense.
It's
All
a
right.
soul
So nobody's going to swing his flail at one of the shadow people.
Okay. Go for it.
21.
That's a hit.
And then at 4 damage.
4. As you strike one of these shadows, you see that your weapon it cuts through it truly, and it like kind of separates for a minute, and then it reconnects itself, and this creature then will turn and look at you, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save 15.
15. So you don't take any damage from this, but you can feel that this creature, whatever it is trying to draw on your fears, and it's trying to make you afraid.
Okay.
And with that, it is Lumberloss's turn. Lumberloss, you've seen those 3 things that I did. Well, 4 things really, including the guy in the suit of armor. But now you see that the crowd is being attacked. But you haven't seen those creatures yet in person. You're not close enough. You see a building is on fire.
The same as the dude that's running through the crowd with the bag?
It is not. That is a different character, and you're the only one
that guy
who has seen it. So you pursue that guy?
Yeah, I want the bag.
Okay.
You don't even know what's in the bag.
I don't know what's in the bag, but it's in the bag. It's in the bag. I want the bag.
You chase after him?
Yeah, I chase after the guy in the bag.
Are
What's in the box?
Are you going to try and
I heard the
stealth?
same thing, Ian.
What's in the box? Are you running after this guy like quickly? How will you chase after him?
I want him not to see me coming. I want to be stealthy about it.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
16.
16. Yeah, you move stealthily through the crowd. You are not noticed. You're able to duck and weave, and you can see that there is so much commotion and panic here. The smoke emanating off the tree is beginning to cover your vision, so it's really hard to keep up with everything. But you are able to tail this creature. And just give me a perception check.
13.
13. So at most, with all the smoke covering your vision, you're able to see that this is a little creature of sorts. It's significantly smaller than you, maybe 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall. It has a huge bag on its back that is slightly open. You're seeing it from the back, and you're watching as it just flicks its index finger around, and you're watching as gold is being pulled out of the pockets of the people in the crowd and into this bag.
Magic
It's like
gold bag.
fun-sized anti-Santa.
Yeah, like, I like this creature. Can I make it my pet? Like, can it be mine?
Can you train him?
Can I
To do
train
your
him?
bidding?
That's getting into some kinks that maybe we should just move on.
Nope.
What do you do? This is what you see.
I pick him up by the bag. He's 2.5 feet tall, right?
You go to pick him up?
By the bag. Like, I go to grab the bag and lift him up.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check to grab the bag.
18.
18. Yeah, you successfully grab the bag. And as you grab the bag, you got a really good grip on it. The creature turns and looks at you, and you see its face. And it is not an adorable little anti-Santa Claus. This is some kind of a gremlin-like creature that turns, and it's got long pointed ears and very sharp razory teeth. And it just kind of looks and grins at you and says, "Get off my bag."
Oh, do I have any other options right now? Can I still do stuff?
Technically, you still have an attack that you haven't used. You haven't acted. I'll put it that way.
Let's murder this thing.
Okay. A booming voice appears. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I'm the cleric here.
Go ahead.
Soundboards, ladies and gentlemen, soundboards.
Okay. What am I doing? I'm killing this thing. Close combat. Let's do the dagger.
Okay, roll to hit.
Wow, from pet to dagger. One fell swoop.
9.
9. As you swing with your dagger, you miss. and it is the creature's turn. And the creature is going to grab you with its hand. It's going to reach out and try to grab you. An 18. What is your armor class?
14.
He reaches out and grabs you, and in an instance, Lumberloss, you are no longer where you were standing, and you find yourself at least 50 feet ahead, away from the crowd, and in the center of a courtyard.
Well, that sucks. Do I still have the bag?
Your hand is still on the bag, but now his hand is on you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And now we are jumping over to Gimlet. Gimlet, you have seen the knight in the center, up in the front of this area. You see the people are being attacked by something, and you see that there is a building on fire. What do you do?
Well, I don't think I have anything useful for dealing with buildings on fire, unfortunately. Although I kind of want to. Maybe I... Yeah, I guess let's go and see the combat in the crowd.
Okay.
See if I can do something about that, maybe.
That's where I am.
I know, but nothing can be a perfect plan.
As you move into the crowd, you're going to notice that there are these creatures, these shadow-like creatures that are kind of manifesting themselves next to the people and then attacking the people, but not with claws or anything. It seems to be draining them of energy of sorts. And you'll see that there are 4 of them in the crowd right now. And nobody is there attacking one of them.
I am.
All right. Well, as much as it sounds like fun to just let nobody try to deal with this on his own, I will cast a ray of frost at one of them if I've got a clear line.
Go for
How
it.
did nobody comment on the avatar that just pulled up? Like no one saw the dinosaur riding the shark in the water?
I didn't see
I saw
that.
it.
Sorry.
I did see it.
Sorry,
All right.
brain.
Sorry, Lumberlock.
So AC 22 on the ray of frost.
22, that is a hit.
All right. Let's get some damage here. Although it's cold damage, so who knows if these things are bothered by it. But 3 cold damage, and I think that cuts their movement, or cuts its movement speed by 10 feet.
That is a hit. And as you see it, you can see like part of it begins to freeze in place, like right around its midsection is just that those shadows are frozen. You see crystalline ice forming around it.
Well, that was more effective than my flail, little buddy.
Let's just sort of just goes like, okay, because that flail's not been super effective so far.
Gimlet's in a mood.
Gimlet, is that it for your turn?
7 years. That's my turn. Yep.
Okay. Lima, it is your turn. You've seen everything I have described. Where do you go?
So I'm concerned about these shadowy figures that are kind of showing up and attacking people, and I want to see if I can do something about it. So I want to use a fairy fire.
Okay.
Against all of these shadowy features to see if we can get some outlines around them.
Okay. I think that is something I have to roll for.
I was going to say, as novice players, can we get a short reading of what a fairy fire is?
Fairy fire. So basically, she is launching a colorful fire that surrounds the bad guys and makes them easier to hit. It identifies who they are and it makes them easier to hit on your turn. And
Rainbow lasers.
that is, I will roll to see if it hits all of them. You successfully mark 3 of the 4. One of them, the one that is in front of nobody, has not been marked.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yep, that matches my experience in this campaign so far.
Awesome. So that was your action. Are you going to move?
How far am I from the guy in the armor?
You are about 60 feet away. So it's well up a flight of stairs, and he's moving around up there, just fighting these mages.
Okay, then I'm gonna move towards him. I'm gonna run up towards him.
Okay, so you're going to then be kind of crossing through these shades, getting closer to the front.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move up, I need you to roll an Arcana check
Okay.
because you're physically getting closer to the tree.
Okay. 14.
14, Lima, as you run through the crowd and you pass by these shades, you notice a warm feeling around your neck.
Ooh.
Is
That's
it a
the best
scarf?
place for warm feelings.
Do you check it?
Okay.
Do you check that
I said,
feeling?
yeah. I wanted. I think I would want to check why.
As
thought
you
that was a
be
trick
warm on my
question.
neck.
As you reach down, you'll notice immediately that the amulet around your neck is glowing and is warm to the touch, but it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
And you'll also notice that it is getting progressively warmer the closer you get to the tree.
Oh. Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
All right.
Fire.
And with that, we are back to nobody at the top of the encounter. Nobody, you just swung through these guys. You now see, boom, 3 of them light up. And actually, Lima, what color is your fairy fire?
The fairy fire is green.
So there is a green flame-like light appearing around these shades.
Wow. Okay. And when I hit one with the flail, I don't recall you telling me it was damaged. You just recalled that it got a flail in it and then it reconstituted itself. That's
right.
That an accurate redescription
That is what I said.
of what happened? Okay. Well, I am enthused about the green lighting of the shades now, except not the one in front of me, who is just a normal shade type shade.
He rolled an 18 to evade the fire. So.
Hey, you know what? More power to him, buddy. He got a flail. Can I try to communicate with them?
You can do whatever you'd like. Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Nobody, are you going to make friends with the shade or shadow?
I'm
figure?
not going to try to make friends with them.
Maybe
But
negotiate.
you're not even around here, mister. I'm out for myself, going after a gold bag somewhere on the edges of the fight.
I don't actually think we've met him yet.
No, we haven't met
No,
Ghost
you don't
Blade.
even know who
You
I am.
haven't.
We know some people were murdered at the front of our
Own
carriage.
campaign.
Yeah. Hello, friend. Why are you attacking these people?
And with that, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw as you communicate with it.
Right, because they're trying to assault my fear. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Bring
look
it,
at
Shane.
And that is
Bring
a
it.
20. And as you speak to this thing, it's you feel, while it doesn't really have a face, you could feel like it's very much staring through you. And as you say the word friend, we are not friends.
Fair enough. What do you want?
You. And it's just going to like reach its hand out towards you, but it's not its turn yet, so it can't attack yet.
I don't know if my flails are doing anything.
Roll.
I mean,
They're flailing.
Give me an Arcana check if you're trying to find out.
okay, yeah, I would like to try to determine whether my flail is having any effect on these things. 10.
And that is a flat 10. You can neither confirm nor deny with a 10.
Oh, you freaking lawyer.
Yeah, man. All right, so just rules me for just a second here.
Yes.
I haven't moved yet. If I swung, could I move after?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So let's swing at him with the flail.
While you do that, refresh. You get an action, a bonus action sometimes, depending on if you have an ability. But you have movement. So, and you could do those in any rotation that you see fit.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, we're swinging at him. 13.
A 13 is a hit. You cut through him. Roll for damage.
4 again.
How and where are you swinging on him?
Right at his head. Right at his head that just said "you" at me. I really don't care for that very much.
Okay. As you bring the flail down straight through it, the shade splits in half as your flail cuts through it, and then the shade explodes. Just kind of explodes into shadows.
All right, it feels like I damaged it. All right, Gimlet, you saw that. I did that. You saw it, buddy.
Gimlet will
No
neither
acknowledgement at
confirm
all
nor
from my
deny.
gnome friend. It's fine. All right, and now I would like to actually try to. So there's 4 here. There's 3 still left. Gimlet's here, and Lamia's here. Nobody's at the flaming building.
No one's gone to the flaming building, though.
like
Lumberlost is the closest one.
Do I have any disengagement problems here? Am I engaged with the other 3, or did I just get out?
You are technically not engaged at all now, as the other 3 are fighting other people. So,
All right, I want to haul to the building.
okay, so you use your movement to get over to the building. Give me a perception check as you're kind of crossing a little bridge that connects to this area.
Okay, you got it. That's a rolled 1.
You with that, you definitely do not notice Ghost Blade off to your immediate left.
I never do. He's a ghost. I got tunnel vision.
With that, Lumberlost, it's your turn.
So I'm the gremlin has a hand on me. I have a hand on the bag. He transported me. Where am I standing? Like middle of courtyard, right?
You're in the middle of this courtyard, and actually, give me a perception check before we begin.
Perception. Oh crap!
You do not see nobody run past you. You are too preoccupied. You see nobody run past you.
I don't see a little
Perception 1, we don't know
red-colored
what
devil
town we're
child
in.
running past me. I don't see nobody.
Everyone is fighting with their eyes closed. Is basically what's happening right now.
Yes, exactly. Except for let's see.
But
I want to ask
you're now grappled with this small
the
creature.
gremlin, the little gremlin guy, but he's smiling at and transported me, and now, you know what? Trying to kill him the first time didn't work so well. So, what's your purpose, friend? Basically, I want to ask him what the heck he's doing. What's he playing? What's he doing?
Isn't it obvious?
Obviously not.
Well,
My perception
gold.
sucks right now, so I can't.
Gold is my favorite thing. You have gold, don't you? And he's like very much leaning over and looking at your pockets.
I feel like these two have way too much in common.
I don't know. There's
It does seem like they could be fast friends.
This is going to end with them.
I feel like that dagger's taking another swing.
All right, go ahead, roll the swing.
Swinging at him.
No, I don't like it.
However, which hand are you going to swing with? The one that he's holding you with, or the one on the bag?
I thought he had me. Did he have my hand?
He's holding your wrist, but it's the other wrist. So the two of you are really just grappled, both arms locked.
All right, I'm dropping the bag for a second, swinging this dagger, and the dagger came in with a 22.
Okay. You lift up the dagger and just impale it right in his chest with a 22.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Roll for damage. Okay, a 6. And with that,
We've been friends.
he's going to let go of you and start stumbling around. Oh no! There's a dagger sticking out of him. Oh no! You killed me! And he's gonna then fall over, collapse, and he's just laying out on the ground. The bag hits the ground, and he just like lays. He's laying there. Seems to be dead.
Seems to be dead.
Oh,
Yep.
we got
As-
lawyers and
as
dragons
you
in here,
wish.
folks. Did y'all catch what the GM just did there? Huh? I like it. Olga.
Seems to be dead. Mm-hmm. So I'm picking the bag back up, and I have
go
a
to
move,
grab the
right? Like
bag?
I can move away. I go to grab the bag. Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead, and your turn ends with you grabbing the bag, and so you're now holding the bag on the ground. And
I have. Yeah.
this
Another
is
very helpful
where
turn.
we are going to jump over to Gimlet, and Gimlet, you have those 3 shades in front of you that you're fighting. And how would you like to proceed?
Well, let's see. Now my meat shield has taken off to go deal with the fire, correct?
That's right.
I guess it's time to go deal with the fire because I am not standing against those 3 things on my own. So Gimlet will head over that way and sort of, as much as nobody isn't his favorite person, nobody is his favorite thing to get attacked instead of Gimlet.
That makes us friends.
Nobody is Gimlet's human shield.
I am a
Yes.
tiefling.
So what's over at the flaming building?
As you run over to the flaming building, you're going to notice that there are what looks like to be shadows moving through the building. The building is on fire, and the fire is very quickly descending through it. It's like the top floor is on fire, and you can definitely see that there is movement inside the building. Do you read the sign as you're walking in?
Yeah, I might as well.
As you look up at the sign, you see that it looks like there is very clearly a name on this sign that says Brains Buys, Intelligent Wares and Wares.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Now I'm not sure if I want to stop this place from burning, but I'll keep going just to have a look and see where I'm going.
Okay, you go inside.
I'll peek inside. Yeah.
Okay, you open the door and you see that there is somebody kind of cowering over in the corner of the room. The room is filled with like a bunch of knickknacks and goods and like traveling gear. Nothing like really legendary, no legendary items here. This is just, for travelers and adventurers. But you see that there are these creatures who have surrounded this one person that is huddled up, hiding in the corner. And it looks like they're attacking them. And go ahead and give me an Arcana check. And as you give me the Arcana check, nobody, let's deploy the first poll to the audience.
You got it, sir.
That is number 1.
Yes, Brains has a TikTok. Brains has a merch link in bio. Brains has a Instagram. Brains is a brand that is worldwide. He's an influencer.
Brains.
So just to confirm the order here, GM, this is Trick.
This is Trek.
Trick. All right, guys. Here you go.
You know what they're going to do.
Definitely vote yes.
All
wait.
right,
Okay. I didn't realize it was a yes or no question.
It is. These are.
I appreciate your faith in me, but I did practice these before you showed up.
I was a little late today. I'm sorry.
Coming in hot.
Ooh, a little confrontational. Anyway, Brains. So we're gonna continue on here. Gimlet, what was that Arcana check? A 6?
That was a 6. Yeah.
With a 6, you don't recognize these creatures, but you see that there are these little, very tiny, about 1 foot tall, and they're like jumping in place. They are kind of fey-like creatures with long yellow ears, yellow skin, and like really thick claws. And it looks like they're kind of crowding around, getting ready to attack this person that's on the ground. What do you do?
Well, I guess let's just take a shot at one of them with the good old Ray of Frost here. So
Okay.
got my Ray of Frost sounds. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no. Gimlet, as you shoot a ray of frost, instead of impacting one of those creatures, it is going to miss and go wide and hit what looks to be like some kind of a shield hanging on the wall. The shield drops, clangs on the floor, and all 3 of those creatures turn and notice that you're there. Is there anything else with your turn that you'd like to do now?
Just be concerned. That's about it.
All right, Lima, it is your turn.
Okay, so I've been making my way up towards the guy with the armor.
Yep.
And let's see. How far away am I from him now?
Well, now you still have to go up the flight of stairs.
Okay. Okay. And there's still 3 more of those shadowy figures back downstairs.
Yes, there is definitely 3 more there. Give me an Arcana check as you're standing at the foot of the stairs.
Okay.
Nice.
15. As you're standing at the foot, you see that there is a magical barrier, a very clear barrier around this entryway. You will not be able to get up the stairs.
Okay.
I know that one.
All right. Even if I try to use thaumaturgy against it to try to open it.
You would know with a 15 that thaumaturgy would not impact this
Okay.
shield.
Okay, got it. Then I will go back down towards those shadowy figures,
Okay.
and I'm going to use a guiding bolt against one of them, the nearest one.
Okay.
You've got so much magic.
All right.
I'm a
Guiding bolt.
cleric.
I know.
All right. Should I go for it?
Go for it.
Yes.
All right.
She's
So
always getting stuff done.
Lima, are you standing up by the tree when you do this, or did you move back down into the crowd?
I guess I've just sort of turned away from the tree, but yeah, I'm
Fair.
still nearby.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Where do I roll damage again? Sorry.
It's right next to the +5.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, with a
Lord.
16. So, Lima, you turn and just blast a guiding bolt, which immediately just disintegrates one of those shades.
Yes. Good.
You still have movement left. If there's,
Okay.
would you like to move, or you want to stay where you are?
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Then we are back to nobody.
Yes.
Nobody, it is your turn. Where are we going?
Well, I'm outside the burning building, right? Gimlet's gone in. He peeked his head in. He's concerned. There's shades. There's a shield. I am interested in that shield. What kind of shield is it?
Give me a investigation check.
Sure, you got it. $11.
You can't really tell how much different it would be on an 11. It just looks clean. It looks very clean.
All right. Well, I'd like to grab the shield.
Okay. And you also now have seen everything that I described to Gimlet a minute ago. You see all of that inside.
Okay.
I'm for
going
you to
in.
pick up the shield, you would have to get closer to those creatures. Do you do
Yeah,
that?
no, I'm definitely doing that. I'm going in. The geographies. I just want to make sure. I'd like to pick up the shield. I'd also like to be between my little gnome buddy and the shades.
Okay.
If we can make that happen. And so I would go in and pick up the shield at that point in time.
You successfully pick up the shield.
Yes. All right. And am I close enough to swing at one of the shades?
Inside here there are little there are different kinds of creatures, but yes, you are close enough to swing on them.
All right. Let's see here actually. Maybe you can help me with this. I would like to shout at them, distract them, get their attention specifically on me. Is that something I can do?
Absolutely, it is. Are you trying to intimidate them, or are you just trying to distract them?
No, I would like them to be attacking me, if anything, outside of the person in the corner and Gimlet.
You're really embracing this meat shield thing.
I need you to roll an intimidation check,
Okay.
and I need to know what it is you're saying to them.
Fight me, you fools, with this one. I momentarily forget English or whatever language I think might be effective toward them. And I bite my tongue while I do it.
Oh, no. They all stop in their tracks for a second and just look at you and then look at themselves and go, delicious, eat him fast. And then they charge at you. So you got what you wanted, but they are definitely not scared of you.
I'm whimpering from my bit tongue. It really hurts. Really hurt.
I believe you would still have a bonus. If you have any bonus actions, now would be the time. If not, we will jump over to lumber loss.
So yeah, just as kind of a check. So I do the yell. I'm trying to, taunt them and get them to attack me. That's kind of my attack for this turn. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, picking up the shield would cost part of your action.
Okay, both. All right, fantastic. Then no, I essentially, to the extent it matters, I'm hunkering down and prepared for them to charge at me.
Okay, so you brace for impact.
Yep.
Lumber loss. It is your turn. You have just put your hands on this bag. What are you doing? The guy is laying out on the ground with your dagger sticking up out of him. His tongue is now hanging out.
I don't like how you haven't said he's dead yet. Okay. He appears to be dead.
Seems to be dead.
Seems to be dead. Do I need an attorney? Does Brains also offer legal counsel?
Give me a history check.
Oh, gosh. Yes.
That's right.
Oh, where's my history?
On a 15, you're aware that there is a Brains attorney at law shop over in the city of Alnwick, but it was recently shut down for serious problems of malpractice.
Oh.
God. I didn't know that I needed to know that, but now I'm glad I do. All right, so I've got my hands on the bag. I want to make sure there's
the bag.
I have not picked. I'm picking it up. I want to pick up the bag.
Okay. And with the response from the chat, is it a trick? And they voted yes. As you go to pick up the bag, you notice that there is an
It was a trick.
As you look in the bag, you'll notice that there is gold and there is a lot of it. It's almost a pile that never ends. But sitting atop of that gold is an anvil, and you cannot lift the bag.
This guy has like comic book powers or cartoon powers.
I don't know. I look over at the goblin and I just say, you. All right.
It was bleeped. We're still cool.
We're still good. That's why the bleep is there. The bleep is there to make it happy Saturday. Because anything could be the bleep. I could have said "darn you, bag" or "darn you, goblin,"
but instead he said,
Out of control right now.
Rick, embrace the chaos. Nobody embrace the chaos.
I'm here for it. You're the one that got tricked by a bag of gold.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to. Yeah. And Brains is no longer practicing law, so I can't get Brains to help me out.
He's definitely not.
I'm gonna go over and check on the goblin to make sure he's still dead. He's actually dead, because I feel like if the goblin probably cast this spell, his existence probably has this anvil in there.
Okay. As you look over, just from standing there, as you look over to this goblin creature, you'll see that his eye is open, and then he shuts it and pretends to be dead again.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. I'm taking my hands off the bag. I'm going over to, and I am. Yeah, no, he put an anvil in the bag. I'm going to stab him again.
All right, roll to hit.
15.
15 hits. That lands.
4.
Yeah. You're stabbing him while he's still on the ground?
Oh yeah, I'm going straight for the neck.
Okay, yeah, you are going to connect, and as you connect, he disappears for a moment again and reappears in front of you and just goes, No, please don't strike me. I am here to only find the gold. That's all I want is gold.
You guys
I'll split
really
the bag.
just
I'll split the bag
confusing
with you half and half. You get on your way. I never see you again. Give me half the gold in the bag.
It's like a
Half and
shakedown.
half.
You spare your life, dude.
Spare my life. Half the gold. Half the gold. Ooh, of an incident like this doesn't happen every day. I think, let's shake on it. And he outstretches his hands.
Huh. Yeah, maybe not.
examine his
No,
hand
we're not going to
first.
shake on it. I'm looking at his hand. I'm trying to figure out, looking skeptically at the hand. And rather than shake the hand, I just flash the dagger that's on my wrist, like the one that's under here. Just kind of say, nope, we're not doing that. Half the gold. Get on your way.
Give me an intimidation check.
He's very
This is going to
threatening,
be
isn't he,
bad.
folks?
Oh, no intimidation.
I must insist we shake on it.
Hey, what's the worst could happen? Shake his hand.
What's the worst you could have?
And he like wings his hand back and then grabs yours and shakes it firmly. It is a pleasure doing business with you, Ghost Blade. And instantly, poof, he disappears. And sitting behind you is a bag of gold.
See, every now and then you have to trust, but how did he know my name? That's the curious part.
There's a lot of sure, Ghostblade. That's it. That's the only serious part of that interaction.
You didn't take off your name tag after you got done working at Brains Incorporated.
Apparently, yeah.
That's gonna go well. That's not gonna come back at us at all. Don't worry about it.
Oh my. Okay.
We don't even know he exists yet.
I know.
don't.
It makes it very hard to talk to Rob. By the way, it's just like I don't know that Ghostblade is like here.
It's a very interesting
Or a
dynamic.
person who exists.
All right. So do I get to pick up the bag of gold yet? No. Yes.
You can pick up the bag of gold.
Good. I'm gonna do that.
It is
Mission accomplished.
It is a pretty heavy bag of gold, and it's very
Awesome.
large.
Love it.
Where and how are you going to carry the bag?
Over the right shoulder for right now.
Okay, you've
Like
got your
Santa.
bag, like Santa. So now what you're seeing is, as you now look up, you've got your bag of gold. You've dealt with that, and you see that there's a building on fire next to you. There is commotion inside of it, and then down in the center of this of the area where all the people are, there's still commotion going on down there. But as you look up, you're going to see a blast of light impact something, and then just kind of a little explosion of light. So you'd have just seen Lima's turn, even though you don't know who she is yet. What do you do? Where do you want to go?
There's this moral compass part. Like
Is
now I
there
feel guilty
Ghostblade?
about leaving. There is. Now I feel guilty about leaving people behind. I have my gold. I've got my things accomplished. I'm going to head over that direction, kind of explore what's going on, and see if maybe me jumping out of there might have been a regret that I have.
Okay. As you run downstairs, you run across a little bridge, and you're back in where there's a ton of people. There's just a ton of commotion, and there's even more smoke here than there was before, as the tree is really burning down. You hear, as there is combat, there's explosions and just the hits of steel and metal coming from all the way at the top by the foot of the tree. And then you see, give me a perception check.
Perception. Come on, see something. Dang it!
On a 10, you would have just seen that little blast of magic, so you know that someone is there fighting in the crowd, but you don't know who it is or why they're there.
I don't have magic. I want to be close to someone who does have magic, so I'm going to head towards the magic.
Okay, so you're heading towards the magic. And with that, we jump over to Gimlet. Gimlet, it is your turn. There are those 3 creatures that are attacking you now they're very much going after nobody, but he's drawn their attention.
Well, that I appreciate, because I do not feel that I would be best at soaking their hits there.
I hear your appreciation.
Well, yeah.
Give it to nobody. Together again.
Is the guy they were attacking, does he look okay?
He looks a little like a little scratched up, but it doesn't look like it's from them. It looks like it's from everything kind of falling apart in this building.
And give a little say to him, Fred, this is your cue. Get the fuck out of here. Or sorry, get the out of here.
Nope. Gimlet forgot where the cursing button was.
Yeah. Give a little cast of Ray of Frost.
What a strange land.
He is.
What language is that you speak, you wizard?
The guy that is a nat 20 intimidation check, and that guy is gonna run out of the building.
It
All
really
right,
wasn't
then.
that 20, wasn't it? Unexpected.
Oh, sorry, that was rolling for Ray of Frost.
Yes, roll for Ray of Frost.
Sorry, that was my dice roll. I didn't hear if you were calling for an intimidation.
Oh no, that was a joke. I
Okay,
need the Ray of 20.
All right. 6 points, I think.
6 damage. And as you hit this creature, it's going to just get knocked back from the Ray of Frost and land on the ground dead.
All right, 6 is our low number right now.
And with that, is there anything else you want to do, Gimlet?
No, right now it looks like these creatures have got to be dealt with. It seems like this town is getting attacked by everything all at once. So
It's been a bad day.
Interesting, isn't it?
Funny thing that.
Funny thing,
Did
huh?
Gimlet look down and see children around him when he accidentally slipped a cursed word and he felt bad about it?
no. All right.
No.
Manifest a jar to put gold in.
With that, it is Lima's turn. Lima,
Nice.
there are still 2 of those shades that are around you that are fighting.
Okay.
As your turn begins, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's the upper left corner. WIS.
Yes.
Is it that one? Okay.
Yep. Wisdom.
Okay. 23.
23. All right. Yeah, on a 23, Lima, you notice that something in here is like kind of pulling on you. You feel the sensation of like it's pulling on you, just trying to make you feel vulnerable. It's going after your fears. It's trying to make you afraid, but you're able to overwhelm. You're not overwhelmed by that at all. You're able to completely withstand that. And with
Okay.
it now, but you get this immediate sensation. There's something in here pulling on people's fears.
I'm going to cast a detect magic spell.
Excellent.
I was
As
waiting
you-
for the moment to use it. That was perfect.
As you cast detect magic, and I use detect magic a little differently than rules as written, but as you cast detect magic, you're going to see that there is something very, very small moving around on the ground, very tiny.
Like a
It's just kind of
Okay,
like
what-
light. You just this like overwhelming sense kind of overtakes your vision, and you just see like this little light moving around on the ground near these shades.
okay. All right. Is this thing nefarious or not? I'm trying to think if this has something to do with that.
Oh, it
magic
definitely
that's
feels like it's
causing fear.
nefarious. It's definitely nefarious. It's not
Okay.
good. It's very small, and it's moving incredibly slowly through the crowd.
Okay. Well, I want to put fairy fire on that.
Do you move because you don't have clear line of sight on it? Do you move to get line of sight on it?
Yes.
Okay. As you move over through the crowd, you're going to see on the ground is what looks like a kind of a rather large insect that's just making its way, crawling through the crowd. And it seems like these shades are just appearing next to it, attacking people.
Oh God, that's awful. I want to use a guiding bolt against this thing. That's horrible.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll the hit.
Okay. All right.
17 lands. Roll for damage.
Get excited, dark insect.
All right.
19.
Right.
All right. So
Holy smokes!
Lumberlost, as you're moving through the crowd, you just watch as another beam of light just blasts very slowly at first, impacts something on the ground, and then just rumbles, making this large explosion of light. Lima, the creature, like kind of just turns to you, and it's not very big, but it's definitely bigger than your average bug, and it just looks at you, and you can see that its teeth are revealed as it's staring at you. And you deal a substantial amount of damage to it.
But it's
Okay.
not dead.
But it is not dead.
yet. Okay. All right. I think that's all for my actions, though, right?
Yes, unless you had a bonus action, which I don't know if you do for this.
How do I know? How do I tell that?
It would be on. So each one of your spells would say action or bonus action, but I'm just looking at yours.
Okay.
I don't think you have one yet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So with that, we're back to nobody. Nobody, you are in that shop, and you watch as that person runs and escapes. Gimlet has just slain one of those other creatures in here, and there are still two of them that are moving towards you. What do you do?
Okay, so they weren't affected by anything outside. They're just still coming at me.
They're still coming at you. That's right.
All right. Yeah, I swing at the closest one with my flail. It's kind of what I do.
That's what you do. Roll to hit.
18.
An 18 will strike true. Roll for damage.
4. I only have a
4
roll
damage.
4 on damage. It's a very consistent flail.
As you swing your flail back and boom, just bash it once, and it is definitely injured. Very much. The term that we would use in D&D is when I say the creature is bloodied. That typically means that it is below half hit points.
Oh, okay. All right. Code phrases. Good.
Code
to know.
phrases. So this creature is most definitely bloodied with that move.
Well, we're pretty sure they have 5 or 6 hit points, so that checks out.
Yeah, they're not super duper strong. These
We
little...
got, it's like I'm keeping track of when you do things to these things, GM. All right. So I've used my action. Gimlet's still behind me. I'm still between him and the shades.
That's right.
So I'll hold the line here.
Okay. With that, back to Lumberlost. Lumberlost, you just saw that explosion in the crowd of light.
Did I see if it was Lyman that did it?
Give me a perception check. Because the crowd is still really, really dense. Everybody's running around. There's smoke clouding your vision. But with a 23, you absolutely see Lima is the one who blasted that guiding bolt.
All right. I either want to not be her enemy or get near her. So I'm going to run over to whatever she hit with that bolt.
As you run through the crowd, you're going to see on the ground, just as that light begins to subside, you see that there is this large, grotesque bug that's looking at her. And you'll also notice that the remaining shades that are in the crowd are all turning, moving and looking towards Lima, like they're about to all attack her in a moment.
How big is the bug?
Big enough for a boot.
How about a bag of gold?
You're gonna hit
A bag of gold would certainly wallop it. Yeah.
I don't know, but how do we even gauge that damage? Like I want to swing it and smash the thing with a bag of gold. It's a bag of gold.
So give me.
Do you feel better about taking the gold?
I do. Now it's a tool. And it's an implement of destruction.
This is all trying to mitigate his guilt.
It is.
Give me. So you're gonna roll. There should be unarmed strike. So that is
Right
what we
there.
use here. So +3. Or improvise. Well, really, this is an improvised weapon. But as you run up and you go to swing with a 6, the little creature just kind of evades your bag.
That sucks. Well, that's unfortunate. Now that he has evaded the bag, I'm going to go ahead and throw that thing back on my shoulder and then position myself kind of astride Lima, not facing her, but like backing away so I can get an angle at this bad thing, but also being out of her way so if she shoots a lightning bolt at me, I don't get hit.
Oh, actually, I just got word in here from the Prototopics team. Technically, a guiding bolt grants advantage on the next attack, and Lima did hit it. So, Lumberloss, you get to strike again with your bag of gold.
Oh, unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike, yeah.
Come on, do so. Oh my gosh.
An
He's
8.
mopping
Oh, that is another one. Up, boom, down, boom, and you miss and the bug just like slithers away from you.
Uh-huh. I could kill everything last week. All right.
You've never faced a foe such as evil
Nope.
bug.
Never again. I'm gonna do the repositioning again. I'm gonna move away.
Okay, yeah. So you move away. It is still very much focused on Lima. It doesn't really notice you as much of a threat here yet. And so Gimlet, back to you. Gimlet, it is your turn. We are still in that building. What do you want to do? There's 2 of them left.
I guess the one that was attacked, I will try to finish it off again with a ray of frost. So
Okay, go for it.
that's a B on the dice.
That is beyond. That's a nat 20.
All right. So 4 damage on the crit.
And that is the one at the one that nobody had already struck, or the other one?
The one that he'd already struck.
Okay, so nobody. You strike this guy true. You deal 4 damage, and then all of a sudden, he just gets hit with a frostbolt and collapses dead.
Working together.
Gimlet sort of just gives a sigh, but yes, it is. We are accomplishing things, which is useful.
Anything else you want to do while you're still in here, Gimlet?
Not while nobody's also in here. So
Okay. Okay. Lima, it is your turn. You see that you've just watched as an individual came running over and started smacking a bag on the ground, which
Yeah, he looked like a big tall idiot that had no idea what he was doing.
That is what happened.
which actually causes the creature to move closer to you, but it is distracted, and I'd like to know what it is you're going to do right now. It is close enough that if you tried, you would be able to step on it.
Okay. So this is the bug. The creature hasn't died yet.
It's not dead.
Oh, okay.
I missed it twice.
You know what? I want to use burning hands on it.
Okay.
I don't want to
What
use
does
a
that
traditional
do?
foot.
Go
What
for
does that
it.
do?
So just cast it.
Oh, that is, I think that is, I have to roll a saving throw first.
Okay.
And the bug failed the saving throw. So go ahead
Sure.
and roll damage.
Sorry. Roll the
there's-
damage.
Go ahead, roll damage. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a dex of 13, and the creature rolled a 9. Okay.
Not so great this time.
Lumberloss, you hear a screech, like a blood-curdling screech, as this woman blasts a small cone of fire on top of this creature, and it just lets out this blood-curdling screech, and it takes 7 damage, but it is still alive. It is not dead yet.
I hate it
This
when you
bug-
say what.
Thing we faced.
Lima, is there anything else you want to do on this turn? The bug is
I'm
never
still,
going to die.
I'm still focused on this bug, the damn bug, and then the 2 guys that are starting to turn their attention towards me. I'm basically just monitoring all 3 of them at the same time and trying to be ready for the next counterattack.
Well, good, because that is exactly what is going to happen. I need you to roll 2 wisdom saving throws for me.
All right.
It's a fear bug.
That was
Ooh.
One.
24. That's a success.
Okay. Do I need to do a second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So To continue from that like bird's eye view looking in, Lumberlost, you're going to watch as those two shades fly very quickly and surround Lima and begin to cast this siphoning spell on her, but she looks unfazed completely, not taking any damage at all.
Yes.
And
I'm incredibly lucky today.
with that, we are back to nobody. It is your turn.
All right, we're
There's-
one shade left in my room,
We're one creature left.
and I have no awareness of any of this bug madness going on outside, right?
Have no idea yet.
All right, I'm swinging at my last remaining shade. We're going to clear this room. We're going to let Gimlet do whatever he does with the drawers and things. So let's get this done.
That is a 20. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
go.
I told you it's a consistent flail. This time for 5.
It is a
And-
consistent flail.
With 5, you bring it up, bring it down, and it's dead. And it collapses dead.
5 hit points. I was wondering this whole time.
I would have
fantastic.
described, but it is a very gruesome dead.
We did it, Gimlet. We did it.
Oh, good.
Fantastic. Now, I imagine Gimlet will do this as well. While we are here, since we've cleared the room, since the guy has escaped, is there anything of value in this store, this retail location, or whatever that we can do, that we can sift through, that we can look at right now?
So if you're looking around in here, give me a perception check.
I will do that. 24.
24. As you look around, you'll see that there is. It's really just like as I described before, adventuring gear. But you picked up this shield, and this shield seems to be a little bit sturdier than yours, though you do not know the stats on it just yet.
Sure.
But
And that's it?
That's really the best thing of value in here. The rest of it would be, I mean, on a 24, you know that you see the register, of course, and you see some of the finer items. There might be some vials nearby. There might be some liquid in those vials, but you definitely don't know what they are yet, as you haven't approached.
Okay, well, we'll grab what we can. I want to be doing it as quickly as possible and starting to head back out to the commotion. So,
yeah, and as you're looking around, you do know that the room is filling with smoke from the burning at the top. So it is beginning to get very difficult to breathe in here.
all right, I'll grab some vials then, and then I'll yell at Gimlet. I think I know how you are, friend. There's a cash register over there. And that's it. I'll start. I'll grab vials and exit.
Okay, perfect. You run over and pick up those vials, and you pick up 3 of them, and they all have different liquids in them. There's a purplish one, and then there's 2 red ones. And it seems to be that there's labels on them, but you just haven't had the chance to look yet.
You got it.
And with that, Lumberloss, it is your turn. Lumberloss, you just watch those shades surround and attack this woman, and you see that there is that bug still skittering on the ground.
Oh, the bug is still alive?
The bug is definitely still alive. It was just screeching a second ago.
But then the woman is being attacked.
Would you like to, again, the boot?
I would like, you know what I would, ideally, I would like to just do a drop the bag of gold on top of the bug as I grab my short bow to shoot the shades. Can I do that? That's not, it's.
Roll to hit with advantage, because as the chat has voted, the chat wants to see the bug squished. So please drop the bag of gold on top with advantage.
Thanks, chat.
Advantage,
goes
you
to
roll
11.
again.
Advantage roll again. Fucking bug. Stupid. Hey, the chat gave me an idea. Is there a Brains supermarket where I can buy some Raid?
Well, technically it's burning down right now, the equivalent. I mean, nobody may have just picked up the vial of Raid.
Well, we don't know.
Necrotic
We don't
bug
know.
of poison.
Stupid bug. It is. It's the palmetto bug of Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, you are going to miss with that drop, but you still have the rest of your turn, that would be considered a bonus action, I would say, for now.
Dear God, step on it.
Everything unarmed has not worked. So am I allowed to short bow this thing? Like just take it point blank range with an arrow?
I'm going to say yes because the chat voted in your favor.
Come on.
Yeah, that checks out.
He shoots an arrow, and Lima, an arrow lands right next to your feet.
Yeah. 3-drop bugs, 3-drop bags of gold, and then he takes his short bow out to try to hit this insect. Meanwhile, we got Lima the badass with 2 shades trying to do a damn thing to her while she fires every spell she's got at this thing. Wow.
And Lima's just looking on going, what is this idiot
He's judging
doing?
us right now. Is what he's doing.
Also, if he has an arrow, why did he try twice with a bag of gold first?
Because I had to drop the bag of gold. It was over my right shoulder. I couldn't fire
He's
the
very
arrow.
poetic. He's very poetic.
You know what? It was a calculated decision, but boy, is Lumberlaw's bad at math.
Right. It was so terrible. Stupid bug.
My
You know what? If that carries on to my day and I can't kill any bugs or do anything, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you already made a deal with some kind of ghost demon thing, so it should go well for you.
That's true. The gremlin.
Gimlet, it is your turn. The building you're in has been cleared. There is a bunch of knickknacks and goods, but really nothing of like substantial value. It is mostly adventuring stuff, and you do see that there is a ton of smoke now filling the room.
Well, Gimlet kind of resents the somewhat accurate suggestion that he was going to take things from here, mostly because nobody was the first person to do so, and nobody hasn't seen him actually do anything yet. So Gimlet is like, friend, I don't know what you're suggesting about me, but... And then he'll go over and look at the register.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
You had your character friend.
You pop open the register?
Well, he'll have a look at what's available in there.
Yeah. It looks like just like kind of a bit of a safe that just pops out. Like a door opens up, a little door. And as you look inside, you'll see that there is a small pile of gold in there.
There was a small pile of gold in there, I think.
Okay, yeah, you pull all of the gold and you've got it all. Give me a quick perception check.
All right, let me figure out how to roll that here. That is not dice are not on my side today.
It's that kind of day.
What's the roll?
4.
4. That is all you see back there. You don't see anything else, just that gold in the register.
All right. So not an investigation check on that then.
Or give me whatever the investigation check would be.
Investigation would have been at +5, so that would have been a 9 total.
On a 9,
dice roll.
On a 9, you will see that there is what looks like a little vial, just kind of parked in the back underneath the tabletop here. Underneath, and there's this little vial with a cork lid on it, and there's very clearly a crystal in there that's just like kind of floating in place with this bluish neon U coming off of it.
That definitely seems like a thing that might be important. So let's take that. And by important, I mean valuable.
Yeah, you got the vial with this little blue gem in it.
All right. At that point, it's probably time to get out of here before, smoke inhalation gets us. So Gimlet will say, or Gimlet will just peek his head out and see what's going on, because it's been a while since we've seen what actually was happening.
Yeah, and as you peek your head out, you'll see nobody standing there who has just exited the building. And both of you are going to overlook and see the commotion that is going on. People are running around rampant. The crowd has dissipated a little bit as Lima and Lumberloss have drawn the attention of those shades, and people are able to escape now without getting harmed. But there is still so much smoke filling up the area, so it's really hard to see. And as you guys look over, you'll see that the Black Knight is almost done dispatching all of those mages. They are almost all down. The battle is continuing, and it is just ruthless. And give me a quick Arcana check. Both of you.
Both of us.
Both Gimlet and nobody.
You know, let's not tell him.
Oh no.
I know. No, I can see. I can see it on my screen.
So I got a 4, but Gimlet outdid me.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Oh no.
So you guys are going to watch as the Black Knight is cutting through people with his gigantic sword, and then at a distance you'll watch as he holds his hand up, his other hand up, and it like a form of energy, this dark magical energy with what looks like lightning just kind of coursing through it, just picks it up and then turns and blasts it at one of the other mages, sending them back into this explosion. He definitely looks to be very threatening, but you guys do not know what kind of magic he's using. It just looks menacing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer.
This is bad.
And you can see the campaign is all depressed because we can't see.
And with that, to keep us moving, Lima, it is your turn. The bug is still in front of you. How do you want to proceed?
I'm gonna go with a guiding bolt against the damn bug.
All right,
Sorry, darn bug.
Guiding bolt.
All right.
Die bug,
Damn
die
bug.
bug, die
Good.
bug, die bug, die bug.
And I got a B, so it's a
Oh,
25.
he's toast.
That is an absolute success. You hit it. Roll for damage. Okay.
I'm glad somebody's doing something.
The bug dies with a crater beneath it.
Lumber loss.
I'm mad.
You watch as Lima like just kind of leans back for a second and then just boom, this explosion of light. Just
She's so over your antics, Ghostblade.
Oh yeah.
Ghostblade, I need you to roll a perception check for me.
19.
And also pair that. I also need an Arcana check. 19 is great.
22.
Okay, perfect. Ghostblade, as you're standing there, you're still at a distance. You watch this explosion of light happens. And as the light begins to dissipate, and it takes a couple moments for it to finally go away, you see that there is nothing left but dust underneath where that bug was. The bug is completely eradicated. And as you look up at Lima, you realize something, is that one, it would be very difficult for somebody to be casting this many spells on top of a spell, on top of a spell, on top of a spell, and it must be extremely tiring. You know that from your instances working with magical users, is that there has to be some form of a delay in between, that they only have a number of spells that they can cast at a time. But it seems like she's casting a lot of spells over and over. And then you also notice that there is something very much glowing around her neck.
Hey now.
Well, it's the amulet. The amulet is glowing.
I know. No, I know. I'm saying don't.
No,
you
she's
dare
saying
take it.
she knows what she knows what.
I know what he's thinking.
You don't have clear line of sight on the item. You just see this as that there is light very clearly coming off of an amulet around her neck, but you don't really have a full line of sight on the amulet. It's just bright. Everywhere she's going, there is bright light.
Okay.
Lima, you have eradicated this creature. It is gone, and as the dust settles, you watch those shades disappear now too.
Sorry. Okay, what about the other two creatures? What do they do after that?
The other two
shadowy figures.
Oh, they're gone. They dissipate.
Okay. So then what is happening with the guy up there fighting the mages?
As you turn and look up, you'll see that he is just completely dispatching one of the last mages up there. And as that guy falls, you'll notice that the shield barrier that was blocking you from going up begins to just kind of shatter and dissipate and disappear.
Okay.
Can we all
Now-
perceive that?
Anybody who's looking in that direction, so nobody in Gimlet, if you guys are still looking there, you would definitely see that barrier is shattered.
Awesome.
And it shatters, cracks, and you watch like glass, it shatters and breaks, falling.
Okay. I want to start moving in that direction again.
Okay. So you will turn and you will make it up just a couple of steps as we jump over to nobody. Nobody, you just watched. Nobody in Gimlet, you've seen the barrier breaks.
Hall, run. That's what I wanted to do first.
You're gonna dash over?
I'm going as fast as I can.
So using double your speed, you will actually be able to make it over to where Lumberloss is. So you are just at the foot of the stairs looking up.
Okay.
Both of you, both Lumberloss and nobody, give me a perception check to see if you've noticed each other.
Yeah. You keep trying to get the team together.
I'm close.
23. I think I see the
14.
little red guy.
Yeah, the both of you notice each other as nobody comes in running up and stands next to you.
Fantastic. I put my hand on his shoulder, nod towards the guy in black armor as a suggestion. Are we going to go after this?
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with contact.
Well, fine. We'll work through it together.
Nope. That hand is going to end up in the bag of gold if you keep it on the shoulder.
Okay.
Lumberloss, are you going to pick up the bag?
Yes, I want the bag. I'm going to pick up the bag. I need to pick up the
You
bag.
successfully pick up the bag. So what we're going to do here is effectively I'm going to give Gimlet a turn here to see what Gimlet wants to do. And then we are going to re-roll initiative as we're moving into this next phase of the encounter here. So Gimlet, you just watched nobody charge into the crowd taking a dash action.
He's gonna get himself killed, isn't he? Gimlet's not so much charging into the crowd, but he will walk that way. Do we still have much crowd? Like, what is the crowd doing?
While the crowd is running, so people are just running past you, trying to escape, running away, and you're going to see that there's mostly still so much smoke coming off of the tree. The tree itself is really hanging on by a thread here at this point as it's rapidly burning. But the crowd, you can move through the crowd with ease.
Would a ray of frost do anything to help put out fires, or am I?
The tree would be gargantuan, so it would be probably very difficult for Ray of Frost to do too much to slow it down.
All right, then I don't have much to do at preventing, forest fires. We need Smokey. I can't conjure Smokey the Bear, so we're...
Only you can. Oh no!
So Gimlet will just sort of walk more casually towards where nobody is. He's just trying to not lose sight.
So Gimlet,
Like this?
No, not like that. Put that away.
Okay, so at this point, all of you are basically pointing yourselves towards the Black Knight that is up in the front by the tree. And at this stage, we're going to re-roll initiative. So everybody, give me a new initiative roll.
7.
5.
Okay.
19.
Wait, why did I do that? Why did I do that saving throw? I didn't mean to do that. Where's my freaking...
Right next to your armor class in the middle.
I'm so smart. Oh, man. 22.
You don't want to go first?
No, that means I got to decide what to do. The Black Knight's doing what right now?
The Black Knight is just finishing running through that guy, one of the last mages that was up there. And so the guy is basically still stuck to the sword that he's been run through.
Oh,
And
awesome. So cool. Love this guy's mentality.
Yeah.
He's evil.
I get the part that he's evil. I would like to not be noticed, and I would like to casually remove nobody's hand from the shoulder, and then sneak around behind this guy so that A, he doesn't notice me, and B, I can determine what it is I want to do, whether to go after him or to run away.
You're going to get 19 checks.
So first, are you moving up onto the platform where he is?
Yeah, but around.
But
He's
around
facing-
him.
Yeah,
He's
around him.
locked in. He doesn't really notice you guys.
Yeah, I want to go around him.
So give me a stealth check.
13.
13. You believe you are stealthed.
That sucks. I see what you did there.
And with that, you're carrying this bag of gold. It's definitely weighing you down. Normally, you're a little bit more nimble.
God, the catch-22 of that gold, man.
You should consider
Let's
dropping
go
the
ahead.
gold,
I
friend.
really don't want to, because I see Gimlet. Gimlet has casually walked over here. I imagine this guy with the wizard cloak is going to go ahead and pick it up the second I drop it.
You don't trust gnome wizards. It's true.
He's not wearing a wizard
No.
cloak, by the way.
What is Gimlet
Is he
wearing?
not?
Walk us through it.
No.
Give us a word picture.
So Gimlet is wearing just sort of relatively decent clothing. He's got a leather jerkin with little brass buttons that he keeps really well polished. Leather pants, a little sort of what is it? A white or white shirt underneath that. No robe at all. No wizard hat. None of that stuff.
Okay. And so Lumberlost, you've moved up to the platform. The guy still hasn't engaged you, but he's looking in your direction.
Yeah, and I can tell I'm not being as stealthy as I want to be. So I'm going to reach into the bag of gold, take a few of the pieces, and scatter them on the stairs in front of the guy to kind of distract him, or just toss them.
Just toss them. Okay, so you're gonna toss and try to cause a distraction. Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw, or I'm sorry, dex check, dexterity check.
That's going to be a 17.
17, yeah. You successfully throw those gold pieces. Are you throwing it in a particular direction, like towards the tree or away from the tree or beyond
Away
him?
from the tree, beyond him, so it catches his attention.
Okay. As he's holding this last mage up on his sword, you'll all notice as his head just kind of turns in the direction that the gold was thrown and clangs on the ground. And any of you who are looking at him who would now see, so the rest of you that are not, everybody that's not Lumberlost will see that there are two red eyes glowing behind this helmet, that you can't see the face at all. It's just that there are two red eyes glowing back there.
Nope.
With that, it's Gimlet's turn.
I don't know that I've got anything useful here. He's not attacking us at this point.
Not yet.
Gimlet will just stay and watch.
You're not going to go and reach for the gold I just tossed on the floor in front of him?
No, I'm not. You're no, I'm not.
Okay. So are you holding? You're going to hold your turn?
We're a
Or
great
yeah.
team.
I don't have anything to do at this point, so
Okay. The individual Black Knight is going to go and he's going to pull his sword back out, and then he doesn't really care too much for you guys. He's going to move on the tree, and he's just going to start charging up what looks like a ball of fire and then launch it at the tree to continue doing more damage to it. The tree at this point is basically done.
It's not ideal.
Well, that kind of defeats the tree of eternity.
He said the name of the show, guys. We name dropped it. It happened.
Is it going into eternity? I'm so confused.
We all might be. That's okay. Lima, it's your turn.
Okay, so I want to first detect magic.
Okay.
Finally, our ringer.
So you use your action. You cast detect magic. You can very clearly tell that it's almost overwhelming as soon as the spell is cast with what you're looking at, with the amount of magic just in this vicinity between everything coming off of this tree. So now you're just seeing tons and tons and tons of magic coming off of the tree. It's almost blinding in the amount of like eminence coming off of it, but it is dwindling as the fire is rapidly disintegrating and destroying this magical essence coming off of the tree. You'll also notice that down, like right almost in front of you, is the sword itself that the Black Knight is holding. The sword itself, there is a glow coming off of it that looks very dark in nature. It is not good magic.
And that's on the ground?
No, it's the Black Knight's holding this sword.
Okay.
It's
So
the one that he's
sword
holding.
itself has magic.
That's right.
Okay. So I don't have any more actions left for this round?
You've used your action, but you can still move.
Okay. Then I want to see if I can sneak behind him.
His back is to you.
Oh, it's already to
Back
me?
in-
Okay.
Yeah, he's hitting a tree with a fireball.
Okay. Then I guess I'll stay where I am. No point in moving
Okay.
anywhere yet.
Cool. Nobody. It is your turn. You are at the foot of the stairs, but you can get up in time. You can make contact. You can get to him on your turn.
So
I think David already knows what he's going to do.
he's the GM. We should hope. Okay, so you've described the tree as almost done. Can I perceive that there's anything worth saving at the tree level at this point?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. So it's a 2. I'm going to go with a no, probably. Yeah.
On a 2, it just there is so much smoke and bad vibes that you really can't tell if there's anything left to save or if maybe there's still a lot to save. You don't know the difference yet.
All right. I'd like to run in between the tree and the Dark Knight person here.
Whoa.
Okay.
And I'd like to take that position, and I would like to hit him with my flail.
Yep. We all knew it was coming. Yes. I love nobody's mentality.
Okay. Roll to hit the Black Knight.
I have rolled a 7. I'm assured that his armor does not exceed a 7.
You all watch as nobody runs up to get between the Black Knight and the tree and lifts his weapon and strikes on the knight and does hit the knight's armor, but it doesn't do anything other than make a loud clang. And the knight just looks down at you and says, "You have no business here."
Well, I don't know who you are, but we're going to stop you. Me and my friends.
Ooh. There's that word again.
You will try. And with that, it is not his turn. It is Lumberloss's turn.
I just heard nobody basically try pick me into the fight, say my friends are going to stop you, you bad man with the
You all heard
magical
all
sword.
of that. All of you heard.
Awesome. Can I perceive if there's anything on the tree worth sneakily obtaining with sleight of hand uses?
Give me an Arcana check.
Saving the tree.
I want to save the tree. Oh, no, we're not saving the tree. The tree's not saving. That's a 20.
As you look up at the tree, Lumberloss, you see that it is burning and it is almost done, completely destroyed by this fire. You're also able to tell that this is a magical fire. This isn't just a natural fire that can easily be snuffed out. This is something is channeling this amount of energy to burn through this tree, and it is whatever it is like god tier level powerful to be able to take this out. But you do see that there is still some kind of a glimmer glow coming off of the tree. The tree is not completely dead yet.
I would like to convey that information to Lima, the magician with the glowing amulet that I saw do a bunch of other stuff. Maybe she has a power that can. I'm going to say that to her. There's magic in the tree. It's totally toast. All right, let's. Since nobody brought me into the fight, let's go ahead and shoot the guy with the short bow.
Okay, knock an arrow and launch. Roll to attack.
You're in for it now.
23.
23. 23 hits.
5 damage.
Nobody. You watch as an arrow just kind of flies and hits the guy like right in the shoulder, and his shoulder is just enough exposed that it strikes and it hits him. He's not really slowed or notices, but he definitely takes 5 damage. He is locked eyes with nobody, and he's not really deviating. Gimlet, it's your turn.
He hasn't even sort of taken notice of us attacking him?
He's only focused on nobody.
Well, let's see if I can... well, I'll just try to Ray of Frost him.
Okay.
And that is almost certainly a miss. 9.
Yes. A ray of frost shoots kind of wide and does miss the character here. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Are you still below the stairs looking up, or have you moved up to the same platform as them?
I'd probably stay below the stairs at this point.
Got it. Because you do have line of sight from where you are. You can still hit.
Yeah, if I can target him from there, that works just fine for me.
The Black Knight is going to go, and he's going to look at nobody and say, "There's still time for you to step aside."
There's still time for you to stop.
I will not be stopping.
Then I won't be stepping aside.
A foolish choice. And with that, he lifts his gigantic sword up overhead and goes to bring it down on your flail. He's trying to hit you and your weapon. And he is going to roll a... Oh, okay. Does a 30 hit?
Does a 30 hit me? Yes. Yes, a 30 hits me.
Nobody's about to be nobody.
Everybody, you all see as this Black Knight raises up this gigantic black sword. There's magic flying off of this thing and just brings it down on top of nobody's weapon. Nobody.
Wait, does everybody include nobody?
Yeah, he sees this too. Everybody sees it. But nobody. You fall to the ground prone. And you take 7 damage as it strikes. And in your hands, you are now holding a shattered flail. Your weapon is destroyed.
So is his spirit, apparently.
Never. There will be more flails.
And he just leans over and just gets really close to you as you're on the ground. You've just taken this massive hit that you can't even hold yourself up. You just feel disoriented and disarmed. And he just leans over and says, "And now I'll destroy your friends too."
Oh, thanks, nobody.
And Lima, it's your turn. But you didn't hear that little friends bit at the end.
I have a choice to make. Do I cure nobody's wounds, or do I try to go after the knight?
Lima, I need you to give me an Arcana check before your turn and roll with advantage.
When you say with advantage,
Roll twice, take the better number.
okay. All right, 17
Okay.
and 12. So 17.
17. Lima, as you see this explosion happen, nobody is down. This Black Knight is just standing over him, clearly taunting him in some way, and you feel that warmth coming off of your amulet is hotter than ever before. It's just, there is so much energy emanating off of this, and you feel empowered almost. And you'll notice on your spell sheet there would be an ability called Divine Star, which you have now been granted by being close to the tree. You've never been this close. Now this is the closest you've been, and you feel like your powers are at their maximum potential.
Okay, then I guess that's my answer.
Well, it's an option. So if you were to read that is an ability that you would be able to use that would both damage and heal.
Okay,
if it lands on the bad guy.
Got it. Then that's my answer. I'm gonna cast a Divine Star.
Okay. So let me see if this hits. So it is not going to do much damage to the roll for damage.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't. Unless do I need to refresh my page? Maybe.
Oh, it may not have it in front of it. Let me see. You're gonna do 1d6.
Yeah, so you can do that with just the dice in the corner, in the bottom left corner.
Oh.
Yeah, in the bottom left there's little d20. Click the d6.
We can add to your page later. We're getting fancy now.
D6. Okay. Wow.
Okay, so on a 4. So here's what happens is Lima, you feel this overwhelming energy just kind of like rush over you, and you just lean back and cast forward, and a blast of bright white light flies through, going straight through the Black Knight and then hitting nobody. Almost like the tree is trying to the tree itself is trying to assist you in this moment. The creature, the Black Knight himself, will take a couple of points of damage, but nobody, you feel an overwhelming rush of healing energy, restoring you to +4 hit points.
You got it. +4.
So you're still alive, and the creature will take half, so it will take 2 damage. All right. Nobody, it's your turn. You're still prone.
So I am going to rise. I'm going to equip the second shield.
Okay.
And I am going to hold my ground with both shields equipped in between him and the tree.
Okay. You get back up and you just hold your shield equipped, and you're going to are you like bracing for impact?
Well, I am going to brace. Yeah, no, I've got both shields up. I'm standing in front of him. I don't know whether if rise is my action there or not. I could also heal myself a little bit, depending.
Well, standing up is going to cost your movement, but you would still have an action.
All right. Well, then I'm going to lay hands on myself for 5.
Okay, you get 5 more hit points back, and with that, you should be at about 10
That's
hit
where
points.
I got me 10 out of 11. Mm-hmm. And then I just brace, and I just prep.
Cool. And with that, we will deploy to the chat to see if the chat has anything to say about this encounter. Another poll.
All right, we've got a poll. See what happens with this.
Up next is Lumber Loss. Lumber Loss, you've just watched everything transpire. Nobody is now standing up again. What would you like to do?
I'm afraid. I'm very afraid.
You're gonna have to say that again because it sounded like the helium lumber loss.
I totally had that taken out of me with that last loss.
Lumber Loss is losing it. He's
Totally lost.
He's in a state of psychosis.
Okay. So we know that everything that we've done to this guy doesn't do jack except for Alyte or Lima, who's got the magical powers to somehow hurt it. Every time we've tried to attack it with a blunt object, it has failed. I really wish I could just go grab nobody and drag his butt back here so he stops taking damage. I know, puppy. I know. I don't know what to do. Let's try to shoot it.
Okay, go ahead, take a shot.
Yeah, when all else fails, just shoot something, right? 22.
Nice.
22. Yeah, you shoot an arrow and it hits. Roll for damage. There are no 2 arrows sticking out of this guy.
4.
4 damage. Okay.
Oh man.
He isn't stopping. But he's taken 2. He's got 2 arrows sticking out of him.
Yep.
Okay.
Black, go on, brush your shoulders off.
Gimlet, your turn is now.
Not a lot I can do other than Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
And that is not going to hit. That's me.
Ray of Frost goes wide and misses. But Gimlet, you will notice something as your turn ends. As you look up in the sky, you will notice that there is a hot air balloon hovering very high in the sky overwards, over everything that is going on. And you see that there is a sign behind it that says Brains Hot Air Balloon & Co. And the chat has voted to send you a care package.
Yay!
And you see a zombie that is moving very slowly off in the distance, just picks up something and hurls it over the side of the hot air balloon, which rocks the balloon back and forth a bit. And the box floats down. It comes very quickly, and then all of a sudden, a little parachute appears, and it falls and lands safely in front of you.
And is that something I can pick up on my turn, or was my turn?
You could use it now if you'd like, since you haven't moved or taken a bonus action.
What is it?
Well, it's a little box now, and it's like a little. Think of it like a cardboard box.
Yep.
So
And
give a
there's-
little check.
there's Brains
pastry.
branded tape over top of it. It's just Brains branded tape, like the Amazon tape.
Give a little check it out and see what it is.
As you open it, you're going to see that it looks like there's these like pellets in here. There is these like little what look like grenades of sorts. And give me a history check to see if you know what they do.
Hey, now I get.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
These are smoke grenades. These are like smoke pellets that would very easily help in this encounter. And there are 5 of them.
Well, I will certainly take those, and I guess that'll be something to use next turn.
That would be something to use next turn.
Don't worry, Gimlet, we got this.
Or in the future, should you not use them next turn. You now have 5 smoke pellets on you.
All right.
And with that, it is now the Black Knight's turn, and the Black Knight is going to follow through with what he said. He's going after nobody's friends, and he's going to channel dark magic and then just kind of turn and swing his hand around, and a bolt of dark magic is going to lash out at all of you. And I need each of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Lima might be frozen.
22.
22. Okay.
Frozen. Yep.
Hey, Alyte, are you still there?
The combat got too rigorous.
Did.
The
All
amulet
right.
is recharging.
Yes, the amulet has gone. The glowing has disappeared. But for you guys, you will take, not to go too far ahead,
Right.
Lumber Loss, you'll take half damage. Gimlet, you will take full damage, I think. You rolled lower than a 22.
Yep.
Nobody, you'll take half damage as well.
Sorry. Magical interruption of internet.
It happens.
That's cool.
I take half damage of what? What's the damage?
Yes, everybody that took the full damage is 12, and the half is 6. So Gimlet, I think that drops you down to 0.
That does.
So Gimlet collapses on the ground. He is at 0 hit points. And folks, he's not dead. That just means he's at 0 HP. He's considered unconscious.
Okay. And Lima, did you do your saving throw on this?
Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I completely missed that.
Would have been awesome if
All
Gimlet
right.
told us that there were smoke grenades before he passed out.
With that, Lima also takes full 12 damage. Lima goes down 2. Both of them are at 0, folks. Oh, no.
That leaves the 2 idiots.
Speak for yourself. I just don't have a weapon anymore.
Nobody. You've just watched as one quick blast dispatches 2 of your team, 2 of your friends. And they kind of collapse. What do you do? It's your turn.
So I was between him and the tree. I now have my back to the tree, holding up 2 shields. He's turned around. He's hit magic at everybody. Is there anything at all I can recover from the burning tree at this point in time?
What in particular might you be looking for?
A branch, something of magic variety, something that looks unusual, something that could potentially help in the long
Potion
run.
in the
Mostly
pocket,
something that looks odd.
potion in the pocket. Potion
Give
in
me
the
a
pocket,
perception
potion in the
check.
pocket.
I can do that. $17.
17. Nobody. As you look back, there is there's part of a stick that has dropped, fallen, a little burnt, but there is still a green glow emanating off of it.
I'd like to grab that.
Okay, you've successfully grabbed it. Now you have a shield in one hand and this branch in another, which is pointy.
I'm not going to hit anybody with the branch of the eternal tree. Yeah, we're going to stow that. We want to go back to double shield wielding. We're going to yield our position in front of the tree and try to get in front of our 2 collapsed comrades and say, you've proven your point. We will not resist any longer.
Are you going to run past him?
I'm going to try. Is that an opportunity attack?
That is definitely an opportunity. As you run,
Well, then I'm not
past
going to
him-
do that.
Okay.
I'm going to stand where I'm standing, and I'm going to say, if you stop attacking my friends, we will stop protecting this tree.
I'm going to tell you how many F's this guy gives.
I'm trying to persuade him.
He's gonna hesitate for a second and look down at you and say, "I'll take you up on that offer."
All right, so I will then try to yield my position without an attack of opportunity.
Do you disengage? He
Yeah.
disengages with you. He honors the deal. He's an honorable Black Knight of not nice
Death.
magic. And with that, we're gonna hold initiative here because he is going to look up at the tree and just continue, just blast it basically one more time, just one more burst of magical energy, and there's almost like a concussive blast, and with that, the fire is extinguished and the tree is completely burnt away.
What about the piece in nobody's hand? Is that still there?
It's in his pocket.
That hold the phone on that one.
Yep.
Because the guy is going to, as this tree is eradicated, he's going to turn, approach nobody, look down, and say, "Good to see you, brother." And with that, we are ending today's episode.
Oh,
of
no!
Lawyers and Dragons. Thank you so much, everybody.
What?
Everybody's collapsed. Brother. Oh boy.
That is
no.
our episode for the day. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, we will. What did everybody think of that? First of all, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. We have 2 collapsed comrades here. We did all the polls, I think, worked out pretty well. And we are so thankful to have everybody here. So absolutely, we're going to try to make this a weekly show. And so we will see you on the 27th. You'll see me putting that out on social media as well. And thank you so much for everybody that gifted subs and things. Rob was trying to help me out during the stream and capture things there. He's figured out a technique to get around StreamYard for that. But if I missed anything, if I missed any of you, thank you so much, everybody. And yeah, we'll be back next week. And it seems like I have some familial issues to play out. So we'll see you then. And thank you once again, everybody. Have a great weekend.